Hello, everyone. It's banner glute time. Oh boy. Spoot, Fort Misery Gaming, SINoALICE. Are you guys ready for some more banners? And then you got some more banners. I know a lot of you are asking things to slow down, but for those of you that have been paying attention to me saying this from the start, there's no brakes on this train, baby. This is just how the train goes until it derails and explodes in a fireball of gotcha. So we've got the simultaneous global JP release of summer Yukata banners. We've got a lot of stuff to go over, so I'll try to make this mostly condensed. I don't know right now if the medals are going to be exclusive or if they are going to be month medals. I assume exclusive, just because it's at the beginning of the month. So let's get into it. Festive Tome of Bondage. This is Alice's journal. 18 cost, little just shy. It's a 6,600 stat points. Exorcist's Incantation, Death 3. Hey, here's a real fun thing. We're gonna start seeing a lot of last 5-minute weapons. So this is one of them. So this is the same thing as regular. It's the exact same thing as regular. What is this word I am looking for? Exorcist's Incantation. Wow, I don't know how words work, apparently. This is why you don't record videos ridiculously late at night. So let me yank that one. So regular Exorcist Incantation is reduced magical and attack and defense of 1.5 targets by a great amount. This has the death suffix on it, which means it is more effective in the last 5 minutes. So for the first 15 minutes, it's less effective than its regular counterpart, and then for the last 5 minutes, it is significantly more effective. So if you have people grid swapping into things later on, like closer to the second Shinma, consider it maybe for your Sorks, because these are very strong at the last 5 minutes. Especially once we get more of these to come out. Like, there's a whole thing about it. Eventually, we get to grid swap like 3 or 4 times, so that's not really as big a deal. So you're going to see it. It has Support Boon 2 on it. It's a pretty decent book. I like it. A lot of my qualms with this kind of banner is going to be this. A lot of these weapons are either at par or slightly better than their counterparts, so there's a little bit of power creep for the stats, but they're possibly on unique medals. So this is being filmed the day before, so I don't know exactly if they're going to have them, but I won't be around to see it, so we'll find out. Well, I mean, I'll see it on my own time, but you know, I won't be online to do it. The classes aren't really anything like jumpy about unless you're really in love with Yukatas. So kind of basic stats for a Sork, 100 of each, a lot of HP on it. If you get the extra Arcanas, it's 300 of each stat for one, so I don't know if that's particularly worth it. Festive Blade of Aesthetics. This is actually a really cool looking sword. 18 cost, 6,600, Dauntless Courage 2. It's a combo sword. It's a combo sword. It's a combo sword. Just telling you so you know. So, if you need one and you're pulling on the banner, may as well pull on that one. This is Hamlin's. Same thing. A lot of physical attack, a lot of physical defense, as all breakers are. How much physical attack does this thing get? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's got 1,000 physical attack on it, along with 400 physical defense. So that's not necessarily too bad. That is both Arcanas though. So Hailstorm of Onslaught 2, 18 cost, 6,600. You're seeing a theme here, I suspect. Dauntless Courage 2 on a hammer. Hailstorm of Onslaught is, I believe it raises, you have a chance to raise your offense slightly, so your physical attack, while doing 1.5 targets. Water Ore. It's a Dauntless Courage 2 orb. Moving on. Club of a Tragic Wind, Torrent of Destruction, Dauntless Courage 2. So both of these banners have a hammer on them. Is that right? Yeah, that's funny. This is actually a 19 cost hammer, so it's just slightly over 7,000 stats. Take it or leave it. I mean, as a single copy, I don't necessarily think it would be worth chasing. We have the Festive Lance of Delusion. I actually really like the way this thing looks in game. Another 18 cost, 6,600 at MLB. Evil Hail of Protection, 1.5 targets, brings up your defense. Dauntless Scourge 2, pretty good. This is the Gretel weapon. If it goes to show, so oh no, this one's gonna be slightly different. So it's 300, 300, 200, 200. So 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. So it's 700 magic attack, 700 magic defense, which is a little low, honestly, for a magic focused jump class. It's okay. I like that she's got her brother's skull, or the quote unquote the brother's skull in the goldfish bag. That's actually really funny. Festive Staff of Brutality, 18 cost, 6,600. Phosphorescence of Rebirth, you guessed it, last 5 minutes. So it heals for a bit beforehand. In the last 5 minutes, it's a truck. Recovery Support 2, obviously this one's pretty decent. It's a great amount, I believe, for 1.5 targets, which is pretty good. This is the Red Riding Hood Yukata. Same thing on this one. This is probably going to be a lot of defenses, so 4. So it's 500 for each defense and 100 for the attacks, and 400 HP. That's not bad. Honestly, if you've got a lot of gems and you're chasing stats, which is kind of what a lot of you higher end folks should be doing, that's pretty good for any Vanguard. A lot of defense. Rose Frog Gun, Dauntless Courage 2, 18 cost, 6,600, third form, Icy Blue. Deals great damage to one target, I believe, and it ups your magic attack and defense. It's the same thing as the other third forms, the red one, and I believe there's I think this will be the third one, so I think we have one of each element now, so that's good. Echo of Waves, Sage's Gospel 3 Finale. I'll give you a second, and we'll play the guessing game on what you think this one does. Time's up. It's really strong in the last 5 minutes. It's Sport Boon 2. This is actually a strict upgrade to a lot of other ones. Just because similar Sage's Gospels, you have a couple 18 costs and a couple of 17 costs. I like this instrument. I'm not chasing it because I've got enough to pull another. If I pull 5 times on the Spec Metal banner, I get another copy of the 20 cost. So I'm probably going with that because that's a huge chunk. But this one's pretty good. Relic of the Deep Sea, Torrent of Exorcism, Dauntless Courage 2, 19 cost, 7,000 stats. It's actually a little stacked on magic attack. I don't know what to tell you. Spec Banner's out next week. Grand Call is after that. We have another collab at the end of the month, possibly 2 next month, at least 1 next month. I don't know if these are worth chasing. If they're monthly medals, some of these things are definitely worth sparking out, but if they are exclusive medals, I don't, unless you're wailing out, I can't in good conscience really tell you to chase these. So keep that in mind. We've got a ton of other stuff coming out in the next 3 weeks, but that's the game. You just have to sort of pick and choose. And there ain't no brakes on this train, baby. We just gonna keep rolling. Good luck.